What's up, boys? It's week 4. I think I'm already looking quite lean in the face, looking better already. I'm actually quite bloated today because yesterday, the beginning of Chinese New Year, I had a little bit of snacks, but I kept it very, very minimal. I honestly, maybe I did eat like 3 cookies, but you know what, guys? It's okay. And yesterday I hit my all-time low of 96.8 kg. I say all-time low, but it's like all-time low in the past few months. And that's pretty nice. That's pretty good. And then today I woke up at 98.3, so that's a plus 1.5 kg increase. But as we know, there's no way you could fucking gain 1.5 kg of fat in one day, because that would mean you're eating in a calorie surplus of 10,000 plus, which doesn't make any sense. It's probably all water weight and glycogen stores just because of the excess sodium and excess carbs I had yesterday. But it's okay. We were coconut max today, and we were just debloat everything out of there. I just want to get extremely strong. I'm so tired of being so weak. Every time I think of the amount I'm lifting for my weight, I just feel incredibly ashamed of it. I'm like 96 kg, right? 97 kg, and the last time I benched was 90 for 7. That's pathetic. The last time my dips are like, the most recent weight was like 5 kg for 5, which is absolutely pathetic. It's like I've been training for such a long time, but I think I've been neglecting a lot of movements, so that needs to change. So I'm gonna really focus on my dips and bring that up, and I'm gonna get it to a high amount weighted, ideally maybe 40-60 kg weighted dips as soon as possible. Pull-ups, I also gotta get it at 60 kg as soon as I possibly can. I'm so weak at everything, I don't fucking understand it. Maybe my strongest lift is maybe my incline dumbbell curls, where I can sit down and curl like in the fully stretched strict position, 22.5 kg for 4 as my top set, which of course isn't amazing, but it's definitely stronger than average. Everything else is basically slightly above average, but it's not amazing because I've been training for a very, very long time. Our face is also much leaner as compared to last time, which is pretty nice, honestly. And we are considered to be bloated today, which means that if we are not bloated, we're probably even better than this, which is pretty nice. We'll just keep working on it. Diet's going pretty decent, maybe like 80% clean, 20% not. We have a beach event coming up on March 7th, so we got to get down to maybe 12% somehow. If we can get out 12% body fat, oh, welcome for the summer, take me to. So yeah, that's what we're focusing on now. Just getting really strong, just getting really fit. I think with a good body, with knowing that I can achieve this, and finally being at a place that I'm somewhat satisfied with, it's just going to change my life so much. It's going to change the way I speak, change the way I carry myself. The amount of credibility I'll have, the shit I can say online would just be so much better, and I think people respond better to me as well. I'll probably gain followers faster, I think. So, but we'll see what happens. Alright, let's get on with the day. As I did some short form videos, plan some long forms that we're going to record, and then just get at it. We have a friend coming over later. Hey, what's up, guys? I just recorded 2 videos. That was pretty fun. It's raining right now. Fuck, look at that. Can't really see it, but it's raining right now. Kinda sucks, but oh well. Today we just want to get videos done. We want to edit some videos, do some handstands, train hard. And just call it a day. It's Chinese New Year. We're just gonna have fun with it. Alright? It's all about having fun, I think. Because taking it seriously has never brought me any money. Having fun doesn't bring me any money. So both of them do absolutely nothing. So might as well do the thing that's more fun. I want to make money, but it's tough, man. It's tough without being a hard seller. So maybe I can just make money by sharing my own personal life. Maybe I can make money by becoming somebody extraordinary, just in the things I'm interested in. Imagine if I'm extraordinarily strong and extraordinarily good at playing piano or some shit. I think that would sell itself. I don't know yet, honestly. I'm so scared. I'm growing old. I'm poor. There's 18-year-olds way richer than me, way more status, way more attractive. What the fuck do I do, guys? Oh well. I don't know what else to do. And they probably look at me and think, This guy is 22, 23, he's been on self-improvement for fucking years and he's pathetic and stupid. But hey, but hey, but hey, but hey, I don't even have any cope for that, honestly. Yeah, I feel quite ashamed of myself. I think shame is a very poisonous thing, but at the same time, I can't really shake it off because it's almost in my blood at this point. It's like a habitual, subconscious reminder that I should be ashamed of myself because I haven't achieved certain things and all of the above, right? But we do what we can. We do what we can. And right now, what I can do is get extraordinarily strong, read more books, learn more things, do more things that I'm interested in. And maybe eventually I'll give up and just focus on some business model that I have absolute no interest in just to get rich. Maybe. Honestly, it's tough right now. I don't know what I should and should not do. And time is just passing. But I am building myself up just in every way except for money. And I wonder if that's okay. You know, I don't really know, of course. I don't know the absolute answer to things. But we'll give out our best shot. And we'll see how things go. And if we are going to focus on this and not focus on money, we better be fucking good at whatever it is we do. And that's our main focus right now. And eventually, when we get the money, maybe there will be carryover, or maybe by just doing this, we're able to attract money to us by, you know, building the garden, as they say. Build the garden and attract the butterflies. And that's what we'll do. We're going to build our garden. We're going to become incredibly competent, incredibly good-looking, muscular, strong, and good at piano. I don't know how that's going to help me make money, but maybe as a personal brand that could be quite beneficial. I'm not sure of everything. These are just things that I'm interested in. I want to read more, be more learned, know more, be more knowledgeable, be more articulate, be good at the things that I like rather than just sit around and doom scroll. And hopefully that brings me something. Let's see what happens, man. Right now I just can't think of anything except being extremely strong and fit. So we're gonna make that happen. I'll see you. The man with the untakeable shoes is here. Chinese New Year.
Oh, like what?
Like, why not fit this way? I'll be happy if I get 5, honestly.
Maybe you get 6 or maybe 7.
I've been painting every fence I know, every color pleasing to the sight. 'Cause before you go and walk away, yeah, you better know where you're going.
Okay, fine. Do 50.
The balls anymore.
Your assistance is nothing.
Last time I think you got all by yourself and not really do anything. You're just touching your elbows.
I've been painting every fence I know,
Gay, don't be gay.
every color pleasing to the sight.
You look jacked today, boss. You look kind of jacked, man. Alright, man, bye. Hip press and arms. You need to do arms. Will you rather die here or die in a Jaeger? Wow, it's cool though. Alright, Diane, watch me hit 5. Dude, I laughed. Hey guys, this is my second time recording this because I forgot to click the switch. My voice sounds a little bit lispy because I have my aligners on, so I'll be, lisping a lot. But I was talking about how as much as I want and need to make money, it's going to be incredibly hard for me to do so because I don't know whether it's just not me or whether it's just something that I'm too lazy to do or something. But doing those hard selling, doing the business tactics, creating marketing funnels, sales funnels, just feels so manipulative and unpleasant to me. Feels so unnatural and inauthentic, and just I hate meticulously and calculatively trying to figure out how to sell something to a person, even though I know that it doesn't really matter that it's not morally perfect or all these kinds of things. It just feels so unnatural to me, and I don't know if I'm capable of doing it, but perhaps when I'm desperate enough, when I want money bad enough, I'll eventually turn to that anyway. But I don't know. Right now, this year, my biggest focus is just to get as strong as possible because it's something that I'm really trying to overcompensate for as a, with my inner child. Since I've always felt weak and powerless, especially around a figure like my father or around my peers, I've always felt out of place, powerless, and pissed off. And I want to compensate with that by being incredibly strong, incredibly attractive, high status, all of the above. And looking at my strength and physique and it being average or slightly better than average, even though I've put in so many years into trying to get stronger, I'm incredibly unsatisfied, I'm incredibly ashamed of myself, and that's just something that I really have to prioritize right now. Will it bring me any money? Maybe not. Maybe it will because it will help my personal brand. But at the end of the day, I'm completely unsure, and I'm just doing what I find myself to be drawn to, and that is to, improve my social skills, improve my ability to articulate myself, read more books, and get more jacked. And as much as money matters like crazy, those marketing funnels are just incredibly hard for me to do, and it could just be a me problem that I eventually have to learn to overcome. Right now, we'll focus on our main priority, which is to get incredibly strong and just keep posting on social media until I amass a shit ton of followers. Now, earlier we were supposed to go to the gym much earlier, but there was a my parents went out to buy Chinese New Year goods, and eventually my mom and sister came back through the door, and I didn't know why. And I asked them, and apparently, as always, my dad has unreasonably yelled at them and decided to turn the car around, even though they were en route to, a supermarket. And even though I needed to hit my workout, I absolutely could not live with not, going to figure out what happened and speak with my mom and help my mom feel better and really empathize with her. And when I tried to understand things from my dad's perspective, I walked over and, he kind of already ruined the whole day's plan, but yet he was sitting on the couch playing the PS4. And that's just incredibly unadmirable to me, And playing video games with you when you've clearly upset other people is just feels so immature and lame and a clear lack of emotional intelligence. And something that he would never let me do, but yet he does himself. So how is that fair? And besides that, shouldn't he be leading by example? And I went up to him and I asked, what happened earlier? And he just, in a mumbling, serious tone, said that you don't need to understand what happened, or something along those lines, which is kind of weird, right? We should be encouraging communication, we should be encouraging consideration for each other among the family. And I always try to make it my responsibility to mediate things, and they just make it incredibly difficult. I just didn't know what to do because I wanted to understand things from his perspective. I wanted to encourage communication. But we must also understand as children that, when somebody has a shit ton of responsibilities, no shit they're gonna abandon a little bit of their emotional intelligence. They don't have the capacity for that, for good communication, for all of the above things. Of course, as individuals, it is absolutely beneficial for us to believe that our capacity for empathy, for consideration, for communication should be infinite, because if we don't imagine it to be infinite, we'll always use the excuse that we don't have capacity right now. And we can't afford to do that if we want to be conscientious human beings. So we want to really focus on, convincing ourselves that empathy, consideration, communication, capacity is unlimited. We have unlimited to give. We have unlimited love to have for other people. We have to believe in that. It's really, really hard communicating with somebody who believes that their sole responsibility is to earn money for the family, because that person who brings in the bread, it could very easily lead to tyranny, because he believes that his sole responsibility is to bring in the bread, and there's no need for communication, there's no need for, us second guessing what he says, and what he says is absolute, and his power reigns over us because he's the one who brings in the money. And because of that, it gives him an easy vice to escape from communication, to escape from empathy, to escape from many, many different responsibilities we have as a family member. And that's just not how I want to live at all. And I see a lot of my father in me sometimes, and a lot of the bad things as well. And I want to keep the good things and remove the bad, and take it as my responsibility to be someone better than my father. And that sounds bad, but everybody should strive to be, one step ahead of who came before. Because otherwise, there's no progression, right? We are progressive creatures. So I aim to be better and I will do whatever I can to resist the bad things that I see in my father. But yeah, other than that, we're working towards, handstands. We're working towards stronger calisthenics so that our body can move more fluidly. We're also learning sight reading every single day, just practicing it, getting better at it, getting faster and sharper, until eventually it feels like a language. Then we can memorize songs way easier. But yeah, man, we just gotta do our best, amass more followers, get stronger, get fitter, and see what happens. I think if we get lean and good looking, being able to amass followers will be incredibly easy. And you know what? Beyond that, I don't really have a plan. This is all I can think of right now. Just to amass followers, gain social status, become somebody who's kind of popular. Because I think that just brings in money. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just figuring things out. But maybe we'll look back on this in 6 months and have something clearer figured out. But I would strongly doubt that, since it's been years since from when I started doing this. So, doubt comes in cycles, and there's no way we can be certain, even though we wish to be. And we try to rationalize with everything so that we could be. I'm trying to sound smart right now and sophisticated, but really I don't know fuck all. And I'm so scared. What if I don't ever find a way to make money and I become average like everybody else? Will I be able to live with that? I don't fucking know, really. I really don't know. Well, let's see what happens in a month, and we'll readjust from there. Yeah, I love you. It's about to